Hello, I'm gonna start a quick draft Kaldheim. So I'm 2 steps away from Diamond Tier 3 and I hope I will get there with this draft. So Inga and Finn both are quite good. I think Finn is better overall. So a rare and this uncommon aren't worth the first pick, I suppose. Mistwalker maybe. His Valkyrie is quite good. And we also have a Snowland. So, not a great pack, but I think I will start with Finn here. I think this or this, probably, but in this set you can struggle to get a very good 2-drops, and this is one of them, so I think it's worth picking in this pack. Okay, Rune of Flight is good. All the uncommons are good. Berg Strider is good. Jarl, this is also good. And Firewalker. And we have Snowland in one of my colors. One of the colors of the mana. Here is the color of my first pick, to be precise. So I think I prefer to pick an uncommon here. So this would leave me in the color of my first pick, but it's probably less appealing than the other uncommons, and I think I like Rune because this needs quite a lot of support. It's good, but needs support, and this should be just good in Simic. When you have get this beefy green creatures, grant them flying, or maybe I will get some good equipment. I don't think this will come back, but maybe something else will get to me. Clarion Spirit is very good. This is good, and Simic is an archetype of this changelings, so this can be especially good if I stay in Simic. This is also good. Horizon Seeker, Firewalker, these both creatures are good. Better than this white, I suppose, but this is also good. And a snow-covered island is appealing. So this is probably just great. So I will pick cards from the third color, but I think it's worth it here. Bloodline Pretender could be good and would keep me the most open because it's good in many combinations, in many decks. But the spirit is just great. So let's see what else is available. I could pick a Snowland and try to be in Celestia or a 3-color deck with white and green. I have picks in these colors already, but also this is good. This rune is worse than a blue one, so I'm not sure if getting into the 4th color for it is worth it. But Mority is quite appealing. And Berg Strider, Bind the Monster, this land. Gimop isn't bad, but and Jarl of the Forsaken, but I wouldn't get to the 4th color for them, so I think Mority here. So if I stay in all the 3 colors I have already, I can play this land. Iron Verdict is good. and it's hard to get good 2 drops, at least sometimes. But actually, I got 2 in my first 4 picks, so Story Seeker isn't very appealing. Priest is good, but it's the 4th color. I suppose one of these 2 first cards would be the best, so I think this is a little stronger than Iron Verdict. So still not sure, but because maybe I could just ditch blue and play white with this Clarion Spirit, and Iron Verdict could be nice, but I think I will maybe try to stay in 3 colors, in these Bant colors. I think I can't go wrong with the second rune of light. It's good enough to play 2 and even more copies. And nothing is very appealing. Snowland doesn't fit my picks so far. Wither Ground doesn't pull me into black. So Rune is the only appealing card here. Now I like Horizon Seekers, so if I plan to be in 3 colors, I can ditch white, can ditch this Slant and Clarion Spirit, and it will be still good, but especially if I be 3 colors or more, Horizon Seeker is very valuable. So it's a good fixing, even if you won't get there with the tap lands. Okay, so this is Wars. I think I'm gonna pick one of these lands here. But this needs double black, which is very far. And this, if I splash something black, Horizon Seeker may find it, and it's a Snowland. For some synergies, maybe I'll get to some, because I don't have already. This is a snow creature, but doesn't benefit from other snow permanents or snowlands or things like that. Okay, Mistwalker came back. I actually considered first picking it, so it's cool that I still get it. And nothing even competes here. This was another card I considered, so this is getting a little weird. I think Jarl would be quite good as well, but if black isn't one of my main colors, I think this is more splashable if I get there with snow mana. So I like it more, especially if it's the first black card. Another card I considered is coming back, so it's getting really weird, but in a positive sense. What else now? I don't like anything too much, but if I play white and this Clarion Spirit, this at least helps double spell, so I may consider it, but white, if I will play it, it looks like my 3rd color, so there's no room for a cheap creature like that. It's not worth splashing. So this is at least worth considering in some go white deck, but I would have to probably ditch blue or make blue my splash and turn into Celestia. And this is unexciting, but it's a filler if I don't have enough playables. And I think I am mostly Simic, so I can be in green, so I think this is the safest pick. I still would prefer to cut it. Now I will just pick a creature. I'm still not happy to include it. Okay, and here I have a great rare in my main color. Also binding is very good, and I picked this snow-covered swamp. I could ditch white because Clarion Spirit is good, but not very splashable, because if I don't get the white mana source early, it will be hard to double spell when I play it in the later stage of the game. So I could try to turn to a Sultai deck, Splash Black for binding, but if I get a great card in mono green, I would prefer this. So also Behold the Multiverse is very appealing. We have some cards that are more likely to come back, like Horizon Seeker or even this. Okay, I'm going with this Chariot here. So Frost Ogre is not supported almost at all now. If I don't splash black for Valkyrie, I have only one snow permanent right now, snow card right now, so I could get there, but I think it's better to just pick a Snowland here or Glittering Frost, but I think Snow Island is at premium. If I get to some snow synergies, this could be still not relevant enough if I don't if I won't have enough snow cards, but this can help multiple of my cards if I get to some snow synergies. So not a great second pick, but still quite cool. Kind of speculative, and it's not great because this can, if I don't get to any snow synergies, this will be worse than an island, just an island, because, and this at least enables splashes and still adds 2 snow permanents on the board, 2 snow mana. So enables this Valkyrie by itself. I could consider this, but you don't really want to play more than one copy, and I can get another chance at this common, and if I get to some snow synergies, I will play all the snowlands in my colors I pick, so I think even if it's speculative, it's still better here. And this is just too speculative, on the other hand. Okay. What else? This is legendary, so the second copy isn't as valuable to me. I could play 2 copies, but I have good commons in green, and so if this would be my first copy of Finn, I might have picked Finn here. But if I have one, I think I prefer Packmate slightly. I know that Simic can struggle to get enough removal, but Packmates are just great in green decks and very very important. So even I prefer it even before this first removal spell in my colors, which might be weird, but maybe I will end up splashing black. Just I have Horizon Seeker and Snow Covered Swamp, and I might end up splashing black for removal, or if more cards like Demon Bolt will be coming, I might consider splashing red, even if I don't have anything red except this unplayable or almost unplayable card here. Okay, so this is some payoff for getting there with snow permanents. And this is great, but if I don't have removal spells already, I think I prefer now a fight spell. I think I still need more beefier creatures, because now Packmate is my biggest creature, and maybe this should be counted as the biggest creature because it's 4/4 after crewing, but then there might be times when this vehicle stays in play but I can't crew it, so a creature strictly speaking Packmate is the biggest. This can grow at least. This can copy something and enters with 2 counters, so might be quite big, but I still need something bigger. And also Finn fights well if 3 toughness isn't the best to start to fight some big monsters I want to kill. But if I get indestructible, it kills everything except some indestructible creatures or something like that. So this Rakdos dragon that gets indestructible is hard to kill. So some auras like bind the monster or exiling works better there. Okay, so 2 great cards. I prefer my first removal here. If I had 2 removal spells, I think I could pick Beholden Multiverse, but in this case I will just... Okay, so Round Crown is maybe even more appealing. I have 2 runes of flight. Maybe I will pick a green rune later, but even with what I got, it should be great, and it draws me a card and becomes a great equipment. So this draws me 2 cards, gives some card selection, but this still draws me a card if I didn't have both runes in my hand or one in my hand, one on the battlefield, or both on the battlefield, which is quite unlikely. This should get one of these runes from library or from graveyard, and this works like drawing a card from this enters the battlefield trigger and leaves me with a +1/+1 flying, +1/+1 flying equipment. So it's great, and I have some good cards for me. Behold and Snow Covered Forest are both appealing, but Ruined Crown looks just great. So I don't like this one if I don't get to this 7 mana trigger and I don't look to play off-color lands and things like that. It's very unlikely that I will get there, so it's just not very appealing. I could pick this Valkyrie and look to splash white after all, but I'm mostly thinking about not playing white right now, because it's a great card when white is one of your main colors, but it's not very splashable, and this I can just ditch as well. So maybe I would pick a good removal from white and splash it after all, but I think I can consider splashing some other color for a good splashable removal, but it can be every of the other 3 colors. So red and black also have good removal, so I'm just gonna see what will be passed to me, and now I'm just picking so I don't have too many 2-drops. If I won't play Clarion Spirit, I have only 1, which is very good, but I think I will need this one as well. So I don't have multiples with instants and sorceries, and frankly I don't have a lot of instants and sorceries, so this is now hard to enable. So I would have to get out of my way for this. And this is just good. Another 2-drop and maybe I will get Glitter and Frost after all. And this is a great combo, and if not I will have some Snow lands probably. Only one now in my colors, so still not great, so this can end up as a Grizzly Bear, which is not exciting, but let's give it a chance. It's still a Snow permanent, so it supports Blizzard Brawl. So the second Horizon Seeker could be good. This could be good if I splashed red, but I'm far from splashing red right now. And if I don't get enough removal spells, Saw It Coming is a good substitute for removal, so it's also quite appealing, but I won't have too many instants that cooperates with it. I have one right now. What was it? This. I won't play this. So maybe a Horizon Seeker is still more appealing, and I would really like to splash some other color for removal, especially with the 2 Horizon Seekers. I will have splashes supported quite well. So this or this, the third Horizon Seeker. Okay, maybe. But also, if white will turn out as my splash color, this would be valuable. So it's very speculative, and Horizon Seeker is just good. So maybe it's still better to pick a Horizon Seeker in this situation. Okay, nothing good here. I don't think I'll get there, but it's still an uncommon, so it's better for my collection. I don't think I will splash Craven Hulk, even if I'll splash red. I will look for some splash color in the third booster. But, okay, Finn is coming back. So maybe if this fight spell came back it would be better, but Finn is still welcome. I can play 2 copies. I think I prefer this longbow than... Okay, so with Sculpture, Glitter and Frost is appealing, but I think I need something to ramp to there, or some draw spells like this. Behold the Multiverse. After all, I would be happy to pick a copy or 2 to have something to ramp to, but it is still not very appealing. Not that appealing as Glitter and Frost here, and I will really look to splash something. So Feed the Serpent, not very splashable. So I have 4 changelings, which are angels and clerics. 1 black angel. I'm not so sure about it, but not sure if this is splashable enough. But Feed the Serpent. Have Glitter and Frost, 3 Horizon Seekers, Snow-covered Swamp, but still splashing a card with double black isn't very good, so I think I prefer this Valkyrie. I could also pick a snow-covered forest, but it's not a great first pick. No great cards in my main colors, so I think this isn't bad. I can splash white after all, so especially if I will get some white removal. So give me something. This is also good. If I have these two runes, maybe I could add another rune. Behold the Multiverse. I passed this card twice, I think. At least twice. Not an easy choice. This could be also good. It has double white, but with 7 mana I can get there. These aren't that appealing right now. I think Behold or one of these white cards. I think Runeforge Champion is better here. Okay, so it looks like Splash and White will be a thing, but not for removal, at least right now, which is a little weird. So I will have a deck without removal, but I don't have great cards in my colors. This is still not good. My only multiple. So this is the only somewhat appealing card in my main colors, or Raven Wings. If I have 2 runes of flight, Raven Wings isn't as appealing, especially if I have Runed Crown, so I can have a better equipment grant in flying. So yeah, why not? I will splash white for quite cheap creatures, 3 mana creatures, but they are all quite powerful. So this could be good, but I can also play regular planes for my Horizon Seekers, and it won't be bad as well. So now I think I can't pass removal spell. Find the monster is cool. The most important card. I have some good cards in here as well. This may be probably good enough. I have some changelings and still 6 humans, 6 warriors. So this should be good in my deck. But bind the monster is more important here. Still not great with snow-covered lands. This is good, but overall, but won't be that good in my deck. And I think if I'm splashing white and playing this Runed Crown and Runeforge Champion, not picking a white rune would be just weird, I suppose. So yeah, this would need the most support. It's maybe better overall, but I'm staying quite badly right now with Snowlands. I won't even play this swamp probably, and it doesn't help if I don't have some black creatures. So a rune, another rune. So actually I will have a rune deck, which is kind of cool. I could pick a creature like this as well, if it comes back or something, or will be available on a later pick, but not now. And I get my multiple sorcery. But for this Frostpire Arcanist, I think you need at least 2 spells that you have in multiples, so I'm still not there. I could have 2 copies of Roots of Wisdom, it wouldn't be very hard, but I don't want to play even 1 copy if I won't have to. But Blizzard Brawl is just good. And I want, like I said, I don't want to play 2 copies of Glittering Frost, especially if I don't have anything to ramp to. I'm not sure if playing 1 copy will be good enough, but maybe just because I splash white, this is still some fixing, but with 3 Horizon Seekers I can still think about it if I really want to do this. So this is the most playable card, I think, in that case. I still probably don't want to play it, but I won't play 2 copies of Glittering Frost as well, so let's get this backup creature. No, I just don't want to play anything. I will pick this if this Arcanist will be available. I don't think so, but if it will be, I will have a package to consider, which I won't use probably, but okay. So I could go crazy with 2 copies of Glittering Frost, but I haven't picked it. And I think I still need another 2 drop, so I have... No, I have 4, it's not bad. I don't really need it that much, but it's still a changeling for this Valkyrie, so... I can play it, and I like it more than this path. I can at least consider this, but to double white is not very likely to be supported well. But I don't know, I have some support at least. I can cut it, I won't play anything else here anyway, so why not? It's still an uncommon, and the same goes here. I will pick an uncommon, which I won't play, and I will just pick a creature I don't want to play it as well. Okay, and this came back. This is actually good. I want to play 1 bigger creature like this. Okay, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and watch the next video. I will build my deck there. The whole playlist of this draft is linked in the description. See you.